matchup that I don't think I've seen yet in Ultimate, which is kind of the glory about 70+ characters.
Yeah, Dark, exactly. Yeah, I don't know half of the matchups here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've played half of the characters here yet.
Every time you go to Xanadu, it's like, oh great, I have to fight this character. How do they work again?
So Toon Link's kind of been like one of those like least liked of the 3 Links. Like, everybody like was amazed by what Young Link could do because Young Link took that break and came back swinging, and then everybody immediately went to regular Link. Oh, it turns out if you like take away the tether and give him a good grab and give him an amazing bomb, then this character's pretty nice. But this one, Toon Link, like kind of got overshadowed a little.
Yeah, I think he's kind of in the in-between between Young Link and Adult Link's kind of attributes, but that's definitely why he's been lacking, because people either want kind of like the fast, small character that can rack up damage and has a little bit better projectiles, in my opinion, versus Adult Link's a little bit slower but harder hitting and gets the job done just as well. So Toon Link's been kind of the outlier for him, but Sova wants to make it work.
Not only is it an outlier, it's a character that basically can kill confirm a lot easier. I feel like Young Link's biggest weakness is kill confirming, and this is a character that shares a lot of the same attributes as Young Link, yet actually has a stronger back air to kill off of and more consistent confirms out of it. I mean, once a Young Link start to like optimize those like combos, though, we all did. That character has like Twitch Clip City.
That's I've played Young Link before, and it's kind of disgusting to get the boomerang into arrow, into forward air, into arrow, into up B.
So what's the over/under on standard get-ups by Act 2 until he realizes that Sova's in his head? Because Sova, like twice now, he just immediately up B. He's like, I'm gonna cover roll, I'm gonna cover standard. Pick another option and vary your time.
If I was Act 2, I would keep that charge shot in my pocket, and then I would jump off the ledge, fire it again.
So I think that's definitely a good option there. Like charge shot's one of those that not only does that do a ton of like shield damage, but it also does like 35%.
Yeah, and it's insane knockback as well. So if that manages to land, he gets the free back door to center stage.
But what I think we're not seeing here from Act 2, and that's kind of like really hurting his gameplay, is that we're not seeing him camp. Like, clearly, Sova has the camp game on lock. He knows his spacing.
Ooh, but an excellent charge shot. Not quite doing it at 160.
Yeah, I kind of like, I feel like it doesn't actually have that crazy of a knockback as it seems. It does a ton of damage, but the knockback, it just seems to be like, I don't want to say lackluster, it's only really, really good when it's fully charged. And
an excellent bomb trapping by Act 2, converting into the charge shot will give him the stock.
Yeah, that covered standard and the shot covered roll-in. You had to jump there. That was great coverage by Act 2. And now Act 2 just sitting underneath that platform. Like, listen, I am going to sit below here and dare you.
I've got bombs on bombs on bombs. I have a sword. I'm happy to take center stage. And Act 2 grabs the bomb, but can't really do much with it. Charge shot hits it on shield and forward air.
Forward air to cover the jump. Yeah, that seems to be his MO, is he basically pressures your shield, says your shield's too low, you're probably going to jump, and then he immediately forward airs.
But Sova not taking it that time, managed to get back to center stage.
Yeah, a little bit more vary there. I think it's one of those things where you toss it out 2 or 3 times, and then eventually they're going to pick it up.
So let's see if he can have any more tricks up his sleeve, because right now he is not in control of center stage, and he's in fact off.
So yeah, Sova, I mean, this has been a really close match. For all we talked about, like Sova having the camp game down, Act 2 is basically, like this stock in particular, he's done a good job of keeping up.
Yeah, I think definitely Sova kind of has the kind of mental lead, but they're still pretty close in percentage and everything.
Yeah, that was a weird hitbox. Can we talk about that right there? it seemed as though like the back air from Samus actually beat out that, but unfortunately it looks like Act 2 expended his double jump without realizing it, and that's an unfortunate suicide here. Against any of the 3 Links, if you fall behind, you have work to do.
A stock deficit is definitely not something he wants here, but that dash attack not quite evening up for him. Charges a shot right in front of his face saying, I'm not scared of you. But he may now kind of eat it a little bit because now he's at 40%.
Yeah, that's 48 already. I mean, that's just, Sova's doing a great job of not overextending. Like he's content to let Act 2 land if he feels like he's missed his opportunity to get an aerial down.
Oh,
slow fall, and then the air dodge to get out of the up B, that was great. But that preemptive up B is going to come back to bite him. Forward air to force him, and Act 2 takes full stage control. That bomb, though, great option. So 180.
Excellent air dodge to get back on stage, but he's sitting at a nice 180.
So that air dodge was only excellent because it was a neutral air dodge. Take note, y'all, if they're throwing projectiles at you, if you neutral air dodge, you will be able to get back. That does not have all the lag that those directional air dodges do. That's how you have to respond to projectiles.
Player tips in the day from Scabs, I like it.
I mean, just because I'm bad doesn't mean I ain't got the knowledge. There it is. That was a great call there. He actually reacted to the standard get up.
Instead of kind of holding it in the middle, waiting for him to either get up or roll, he
saw
that get up?
All right. He stood at roll distance. He stood at roll distance and said, I'm not going to cover standard, and then Act 2 bought it. And then immediately the second he moved, he was like, all right, I got this. That was a great reaction time there.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to sit over here. I'm not going to cover get up. Okay, I believe you. Gets up.
Lies.
Eats it.
Did Act 2
I lied.
Did Act 2 ever do a like a jump and get up where he didn't forward air?
I think that was kind of his MO. I don't think he just jumped up at all.
Yeah, he never ever just jumps up. Like that's definitely an option that you have to look at because there is some invuln there. Not drop down, jump up, but just jumping up. That will snuff out that Toon Link one if you time it properly.
Well, let's see what happens game 2. Let's see if Act 2 can bring it together.
Nova's an interesting pick. What do you think about this one?
It's kind of similar to PS1, but the stage is a little bit higher, so I think that Sova can kind of do well because he has a sword with him. But at the same time, Samus aerials are nothing to worry about.
So I think why he picks this one is because Dark Samus is a floaty character and can reach these platforms in like almost a single jump. So it's a lot easier for him to cover than it is for Sova to cover.
Right now, Act 2 is kind of losing the percentage lead, but gets a nice grab, throws him off stage, but
and then immediately just
eats it.
Yeah, Sova's like, that's kind of like the Samus curse in this game. Is like you might have a good camp game, you might be like really hard to pressure effectively, but you don't have a tool that lets you take advantage of the space that you see.
And I think that was the first time I saw the point-blank missile to the face, and that's the first time I saw him use a missile this match.
Yeah, they're kind of laggy. They're a little bit slow. They're good for like a shield to like hide what you want to do, but they're not really good to just spam. You cannot spam missiles in this game as effectively as you could, say, like in Melee.
And it looks like Sova's kind of taken over the role of spam for this match, because he's throwing out boomerang bombs and arrows, oh my.
I mean, let him know you got it on you, son. If Act 2 isn't going to respond properly to these projectiles, why stop?
So Sova's definitely taking advantage of this, but right now it's still even percentage.
And you see that right there, the rising up air that was? Yeah, the rising up air from Act 2 covered the platform and actually brought him onto the platform with that hurt box manipulation. And then you could immediately just do it again. So you could do up air into up air into up air into up B on this stage.
And eats a bomb, tries to get back on stage, gets the ledge grab this time, and
there's the forward air.
Off stage forward air. And charge shot, not quite doing it. Sova has a nice cheeky jump over it.
And that back throw not quite going to credit for another 20%, but that back air will. Back air is such a great tool from Samus. It just lasts so long, and there's so many good hitboxes there that if you don't react to it properly, you're going to have trouble DIing it properly.
Good on Act to take care of it, so now he's taking the lead this game.
Mistech? Okay, there we go. Immediately, if Act 2 reacted properly to that mistech, he could have gotten a hell of a punish there.
Yeah, but Sova just sits in the shield and says, not today, punk.
Yeah, exactly. Just, I do not want to let you take advantage of me.
And arrows didn't tech it, but a nice safe recovery.
How does Act 2 get back up? All right, there's a forward tilt by Sova. Sova was looking for the kill there.
And up air will do it.
Yeah, never got back into any kind of an advantage thing. Never got back to neutral. Great move by Sova just to press his disadvantage.
Oh, does not quite check chasing. But happy to start throwing out his trio of projectiles on the top platform.
That's kind of interesting. Act 2 just now like started V-reversing the neutral B charge and then double jumping. We haven't really seen a lot of that. And that was kind of one of the things that the Samus players were really hyped about. The fact that you can just use that to move yourself around so much.
So hopefully Act kind of picks up more tricks up his sleeve for this game because he's down on game 2.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely needs to, if he can vary his mind games up a little bit, he could definitely take this. I don't think that he's like being outplayed at all by Sova.
Yeah, this is definitely really close.
And he's starting to claw it back there, 107 to 42. 43, excuse me.
Let's see if he gets up B.
Up B out of shield. Yeah, that'll do you.
Nice rack up damage for it.
And then the point blank
charge.
range. Don't you run up on me, son. I keeps it ready.
Hugs, eat your heart out.
I actually want to see Hugs play this character. That would be hype.
Yeah, he's Meat Gunner, right?
I believe so, yeah. He's trying to really ride or die on the projectile characters.
Yeah, I think he just really likes playing characters no one knows how to play against.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, can't blame you.
Yeah, some people like to see people just absolutely miserable. So 79% here. Sova, I'm liking the approach. He's not abandoning his gameplay. He's still just tossing out projectiles. Like, listen, I may not get like a ton of damage from this, but we got 3 minutes left, dog. I'm gonna get enough to eventually get you to kill percent.
And Sova's doing a great job controlling center stage.
Great item catch. If Act 2 didn't catch that bomb, he might have been dead.
Yeah, that could have been a kill conversion. And Sova's now happy to kind of take control and see what he can do. Has the bomb in hand.
What the heck was that? Like, that looked like a glide toss almost. Like, what? Somebody clipped that and sent that to me because I have no idea what happened. It looked like Sova really like ran back. Did he cancel his dodge with an item toss? Like, that looked really strange to me.
And the get up, eats charge shot, eats the bomb, but back in center stage. But he's sitting at 86%. Uppy will kill.
Yeah, Act 2 was trying his best to SDI that to the right so that he would get knocked in the other direction and probably survive that, but not quite enough.
It was close, but no cigar for him.
Yes, sir.
And so now it's
86%. Like this is
yeah. Last stock, game 2.
Bomb toss. Can't quite get anything out of it, but the boomerang will. He called out that B reverse directly into him. Bomb. Like, look at this. Sova is just
Sova's
iron
just
will.
bombarding him. He's happy to sit at center stage and start plaguing him with projectiles. And
that was a little bit committal there with that grab. That could have been really dangerous. Act 2 had that charge shot ready.
Act. Oh, nice.
Again, he's really shielding.
All he needs is a nice one solid charge shot off stage, and that's going to do it for him.
Like these dash attacks and the like Act 2's, you can see the tools this character has are just so much more committal than young Links. Excuse me, Toon Links. One of the Links, all the Links.
How many Links are there? How many Marths are there?
Like 17. I lost track after they introduced Girl Marth.
There's Girl Marth, Dragon Marth, Fire Marth, and there's
one less Link.
Yeah, there's one less Link. He got removed. Can't believe Sakura removed the character. Can't believe Act 2 removed the character.
Oh, God. So getting into Game 3, what do you think was the difference between Games 1 and Games 2?
I think Act definitely stepped it up in how he kind of approached Sova. I mean, you saw there a lot of the time Sova was controlling center stage, and he was doing well with the projectiles, and he was racking up damage. But at the same time, Act definitely found avenues of racking up damage in his own way. I mean, his projectiles are really good, but they're not as fast and as spammable as Young. And
we got the change. So Sova showing that he has that Link on deck as needed. And so yeah, this one basically we're going to see a lot less of a mobile character, particularly in the air. Instead, we're going to see a rage monster with a big old sword that can just rack up damage in 2 hits. He did 30.
When he trades for speed, he now gets in power, and he's not afraid to show it.
And that bomb basically trades with everything that Act 2 is going to try to toss out. If you missile, I throw a bomb and I win. Bomb actually reminds me of almost Diddy Banana, the way that it like kill confirms into itself.
But still, it's Game 3, and they're still just trading even. All 3 games, they've been relatively close, neck and neck.
This is an interesting stage choice too, because I mean, Links like it because they can platform camp this like linear horizontal camping game that Samus has, but the problem becomes then is like if Samus just goes ahead and just jumps up, fires a shot, and lands, then what are you gonna do? And she can cover your landing, and you're not a very mobile character.
An excellent dash attack by Act, given the first stock.
And he knows his kill options, and again, just covering landings. Oh my God, that was terrifying.
I was waiting for that second one just really go for it.
So good up B out of shield. And just trying to snipe out. Great positioning of those bombs there by Act 2 to get him back on stage unscathed almost.
Really almost got hit by the boomerang, but he's happy to just kind of dance just barely out of reach. Let's see if he can close this stock. Nope, Z-drop bomb.
A little bit preemptive there. He could have gotten that if he delayed it a little bit.
They just had to wait, but let's see if he'll do it this time. Again, not quite getting it. And third time was not the charm, but missed grab from Act 2 does transfer into a forward.
Yeah, that was really risky. I don't like that option there. Like, you're at 18. He's at 18%. What are you going to get off a grab?
At ledge, that's enough for me.
Yeah, exactly. That's like you know you're dead if you miss this.
Speaking of dead, Act 2's at 72% versus Unknown. Sova Unknown's 24. Yeah,
Sova Unknown just basically turned it up. Like he got that kill and then immediately just started racking on this damage. And that little boomerang play with the bomb, that was nice.
It was cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice. He's showing he has some style on there.
Yeah, this is the character that made him famous. This was his guy in Smash 4.
An excellent jump over the charge shot, and that forward smash almost kills him. Not quite, but he's at 127% now.
Well, you think Fox is the only one that got a good neutral line, dog? I mean, Lynx is pretty nice.
Don't you know me? I was in Smash 64. It's in the contract. I have good moves now.
I forgot that Link was in Smash 64. That character was so bad. All right, now Sova's moving. Like this, I thought maybe like, hey, he didn't want to pick Link because he changed so radically, so maybe he didn't have like the crazy bomb movements, and now he has proven me wrong. Like this guy is.
Oh my goodness, that's the third time he's gotten off a good forward smash this game.
It's because Act 2's dropping shield preemptively. He needs to recognize that neutral air on shield has just about no landing lag, and he needs to recognize that Sova is gonna come out swinging.
And he goes for the up B a little bit early, so he manages to catch Act 2 in case Act 2 is trying to go off and get some sort of spike.
Link's beefy up B is probably his best option for covering, to be honest.
It hits hard and it feels hard.
It's just so big.
Yeah.
It's so hard to edge guard that move unless you have a big old sword, and Lynx basically loses to Cloud. That's it. So 68% on Act 2. He needs to clean this up here. That might, like, if he gets anything, good neutral air dodge again. but that get-up attack beats the attempted up tilt to clean that up. Act 2 is, this needs to happen quickly.
Sova dancing around at 140%. He is happy to sit close to center stage, keeps throwing projectiles. He has a stock to play with.
Yeah, he's sitting on that platform too. Like I said, the horizontal camp game of Act 2 isn't as strong on this stage. He's only good when you're catching landings, and Sova just not really putting himself in that position.
And excellent, again, jump over the charge shot.
Yeah, part of it also is that Act 2 is starting to play a little bit actively rather than reactively. Like he's tossing out moves to try to option coverage, and that's just not as strong of an option for Samus. I definitely feel like Samus is a good reactive campy character. And that'll do it. First hit a back air into forward tilt. And 154, the Rage Monster lives. Link getting it done.